Greetings, friends! For today's art activity, we are going to create a dot art collage. Our artwork is inspired by the Japanese artist Yayoi Kusama. Let's talk about what materials we are going to need. First, we're going to need some markers. Try to find a variety of colors if you can. If you don't have markers, you can also use crayons or colored pencils. Next, we're going to need some scissors and some glue, preferably the white glue, but a glue stick or tape even would work as well. Then you're going to need a cup and a pencil for tracing circles. So let's gather up our materials and let's get to work. To begin with, I'm going to get myself a white piece of paper and a variety of markers. If you don't have markers, crayons or colored pencils would also work. We're going to create our design on our paper today using dots and circles. Anything else is not allowed, only dots and circles. And you can have them touching or next to each other. They could be overlapping. You could put one inside of the other. You could make concentric circles. You could put polka dots inside of your circles. You could have things overlapping, maybe 2 or 3 different colors. Be creative with your patterns and your designs. Think about fun and exciting ways you can make designs with polka dots and circles. Fill up the entire paper. Now you don't have to color in the background, but you do want to fill up as much of the paper as possible. Keep working until there's no real space left to add anything else. I'm going to color these in with little polka dots inside of circles that are connected together. Once you have filled up your entire paper with patterns of polka dots and circles, go ahead and turn it over. On the back, I'm going to use a plastic cup to trace circles. You are going to put them as close together as possible so you can get as many circles out of your one piece of paper. Now my cup has a smaller side and a bigger side. That means I can make 2 different sizes of circles. I can make some that are smaller and some that are bigger. A variety of sizes also helps to give your finished collage more visual interest. Think about getting them as close together as possible. Again, you want to trace these circles onto the back of your picture so that way those pencil lines do not show in your final work of art. That's looking good. And now that I have traced and covered my entire paper with circles, I am going to use my scissors to cut out all of those circles. It's okay if it's not perfect. Just try your best to cut a nice curved line. I'm going to keep working until all of my circles have been cut out. Once you have cut out all of your circles, we are going to get another piece of white paper. I'm just going to use a piece of paper that's in my sketchbook, and I'm going to create a design or a collage with my circles. Now, you may not have enough space for all of them, and that's okay, but try to squeeze as many of them in there as you can. Oops, I have an extra one. That's okay. I'll save it for something else. Now I'm going to use some glue to glue them in place. A glue bottle is best. It holds better, but a glue stick or even tape would work just fine. Now I'm going to take my time and glue all of my circles down, pressing them to make sure they're stuck, and then moving on to the next one. Take your time and make sure you glue them down correctly. That looks pretty good. I'm going to keep going until I have glued down all of my circles. I'm going to glue down this last circle. Then I'm going to take my entire paper and I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to press firmly with my hands on the back of the paper to make sure all the glue is stuck. Once you are done, Make sure you photograph it, upload, and share on Artsonia. And don't forget to clean up all of your art materials. Thanks for joining us today.